meeting between Thadou Inpi and Meitei CSOs is indicator of peace restoration, says MLA aide Choi Kishan. Thadou Inpi denounces government for restricting movement of its delegation. Chief Secretary Dr. Puneet Kumar Goyal emphasizes significance of handloom in preserving culture, identity of state while empowering communities. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Avasya Vidyalaya Kumbi calls for disturbance-free education zone. Good evening. You're watching IDPs English News at 8. MLA of Thangweiban Assembly Constituency, Kumukcham Choi Kishan, commented on the meeting between a delegation of Thadou Inpi and Meitei CSOs, stating that it is an indicator of peace restoration process. The MLA was speaking to media on the sidelines of distribution of essential commodities at Tagdo Relief Camp, organized by Junior Chamber Commerce JCI Imphal Iconics today. MLA commended JCI Imphal for its continued humanitarian services and continued his speech, stating that the meeting between Thadou Inpi and Meitei CSOs is an outcome of the initiatives taken by the Prime Minister and Union Home Minister to restore peace in Manipur. He also noted the national media reports on the efforts of RSS towards restoring normalcy in the state and expressed optimism that the varying communities will come to a resolution through dialogue. MLA Choi Kishan further highlighted that efforts are being made for rehabilitation of the IDPs and urged not to politicize the welfare efforts of IDPs.
Social media today khangira khangre mai puruptugi hero sana bhona bada maduna maram morega manipur se kangkhong chahen basi am thole tare duna lebaki shanti helpa se sina kwai maruni ena khansi ai political base na ba ai Facebook ta mina phajana ngangna na bani haduna kanglu omra tathi taoina tawba Ade kanglu umbi am thina tawse masi khoi thadoksi maruina lebaki lu singbo riba politicians sing tongan ba purup ki lu singbo sing CSO leader sing nasu masi honaraga shanti leina baina khoi pun honaminasi no motasu relief camp ta sang daba no motasu ching hoya am dosi relief camp ki leiriba IDPs mateng pangda mina IDP nusiba saraga media ga chaung ang base aidi masi pam de tar sana hana khuting thoga sana thabak tawraga khoi irei cha sing na stand tawri harbu pai.
Speaking about the event, President of JCI Imphal Iconics, Deepika Jain, intimated that the distribution was organized with its motto, Service to Humanity. She said distribution is focused on essentials for girls residing in the camp and added that JCI looks forward to further organize such events in the future.
We, the members of JCI Imphal Iconics, we have gathered here to distribute essential commodities to the boys and girls residing here. We are looking forward for many more such projects to do in the future, and we pray for peace and harmony in the state of Manipur.
The delegation of Thadou Inpi, which is currently stationed at a hotel in Imphal as part of efforts to restore peace in Manipur, has expressed discontentment to the government for restricting the delegation from moving outside of the hotel premises. In a press meet held inside the hotel, a representative of the delegation slammed the government action, terming it as politically motivated and a violation of fundamental rights. He alleged that the move pacifies extremists rather than efforts of building unity among the indigenous communities. He underlined that the Thadou community is not involved in the political negotiation carried out between Government of India and Kuki Zomi Mar Sioux militant groups. He also pointed out that the Thadou community has not made any political demand to the center and that current visit is not initiated by the government. He then demanded Government of India to remove its restriction imposed upon the delegates.
Thadou Inpi Manipur, along with prominent Meitei civil society organizations including Kokomi, Amuko, FOCS, Arambai Tengol, 6 student bodies and IMA group convened in Imphal on 6 August 2025 for Covenant of Community Understanding. This agreement formally acknowledged the Thadou tribe distinct identity separate from the Kuki labor, and reaffirm a shared commitment to safeguard Manipur integrity, territorial integrity, and update the NRC to detect and deport illegal immigrants. However, following this historical agreement, Thadou delegates were forcibly confined at the Classic Hotel in Phal. The government of India, under President rule in Manipur, blocked their movement even to nearby venue for reasons that appear politically motivated. This restriction is a clear violation of the fundamental right to the life, liberty and free movement, and suggests a disturbing attempt to appease extremist elements that oppose peace, indigenous unity in Manipur. We wish to clarify that Thadou people are not involved in the political negotiation between the government of India and the Kuki Zomi Mar Sioux militant group, and our community has met no political demand from the center.
Chief Secretary Dr. Puneet Kumar Goyal emphasized the importance of adapting handloom to modern lifestyle, given its intrinsic connection to human culture and its role in empowering communities and preserving identity and culture of the state. He made the statement during the observance of 11th National Handloom Day held by Department of Textiles, Commerce and Industry at City Convention Palace Compound. Additional Chief Secretary Anurag Bajpai, Silk Guru Padma Shri Mishihan Saha, Padma Shri Radhe Sharmi, Silk Guru Ji Shanti, Associate Professor of NIFT Shillong Orinita Das and National Awardee K. Medha graced the occasion as dignitaries. State and national acclaimed handloom weavers, women excelling in the field of handloom, were honored and their local-made products were displayed during the observance. Chief Secretary Dr. Puneet Kumar Goyal continued that the state weavers have been supported with benefits given under different schemes launched by the central government. Furthermore, cluster design project has been implemented in the state along with promotion of DBT and GI registration for expanding the market of handloom, he added.
While we celebrate our achievements, we must also acknowledge the challenges of access to credit, marketing gaps, raw material shortages, and the need for modern design training. Going forward, our vision is to establish common workshed in every handloom intensive block, promote youth entrepreneurship through skill-based startup schemes, link weavers to global markets, integrate sustainable practices into mainstream production, encourage collaborations between designers and artisans to innovate while preserving traditional identities. Our objective is to make handloom not just a cultural tradition, but a thriving competitive industry that empowers families and communities.
Additional Chief Secretary Anurag Bajpai said handloom has been majorly boosting the rural economy. A total of 12,000 artisans and weavers have been registered on 500 e-commerce portals, and even their products are being sold on Amazon, he said.
Between weavers and designers to infuse modernity into traditions. The department is also working on introducing handloom as a career opportunity in skill development and entrepreneurship program for the youth. Our efforts are continuous and we are trying to upgrade loom technology, enhancing raw material banks and establishing dedicated textile parks.
11th National Handloom Day was observed by District Handloom and Textiles Jiribam under the theme Threads of Tradition, Weaving Culture Through Handlooms at Ashram Guest House located at Lairembi Lekai, Jiribam District. The observance of the National Handloom Day at City Convention Centre, Imphal was also live-streamed at Jiribam. Project Manager of Handloom and Textile Jiribam, K.S. John, appreciated the initiative of the authority for providing 80 weaving looms for IDPs of Jiribam relief camps. The IDPs have also requested for other required materials for weaving so that they started weaving and generate their own income.
ꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗ ꯀꯣꯟ ꯈꯇꯪ ꯄꯤꯔꯛꯄ ꯈꯛꯇ ꯌꯥꯗꯕꯅꯤꯅ ꯑꯋꯥꯠꯄ ꯆꯪꯒꯗꯕ ꯄꯣꯠ ꯆꯩ ꯐꯤ ꯍꯧꯅꯕ ꯗꯔꯝ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯄꯤꯁꯥ ꯀꯣꯟꯁꯨ ꯈꯔ ꯋꯥꯠꯂꯤ ꯁꯤꯅꯆꯤꯡꯕꯁꯦ ꯄꯤꯕꯤꯔꯛꯈꯤꯅꯦꯗꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯤꯔꯝꯃꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯕꯨ ꯈꯤꯇꯪ ꯊꯨꯅ ꯄꯤꯕꯤꯔꯛꯅꯕꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇ ꯉꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯒ꯭ꯔꯥꯝ ꯑꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯈꯨꯗꯣꯡꯆꯥꯕ ꯂꯧꯖꯔꯒ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯖꯦꯛ ꯃꯦꯅꯦꯖꯔꯒꯤ ꯃꯐꯝꯗ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯖꯔꯤ.
Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Vidyalaya Kumbi has called for a threat-free education zone where students can have uninterrupted education on their school campus. Speaking to media persons, Parents Committee of NSCBAV Kumbi condemned the former teachers of the school for using inappropriate words in front of the students. Advisor of the Parents Committee, Abujam Janakumar, said the school has been conducting classes for over 130 students in Kumbi Central High School for the last few years. As per an order of the High Court issued on July 11, the school was given the permission to resume conducting classes for the students. However, the then teachers of the school failed to show up for their duty at the school. This prompted the school to hire new teachers to ensure uninterrupted education for the students, he said. He continued that on August 5, the former teachers of the school stormed the gate of NSCBAV Kumbi and even used inappropriate words in front of the students. He then shared that the students have threatened to return home if the former teachers are rehired in the school, and the parents have also raised a strong objection to the former teachers entering the school.
May labor departments na atu matamda ari bo sa singa sibu vida riba mitai sabasanda boss or sabidala school sidagi ari bo sa singa sibu kutakti oina lokaki aduna itansi me kaidagi press media da pondukse.
One of the parents denounced the action of the former teachers of the school. She said parents' sole wish is to ensure their children can continue their education without any disruptions. She then sought intervention of the authority concerned to let the students have disturbance-free education zone.
ꯑꯉꯥꯡꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯍꯟꯅ ꯑꯣꯖꯥꯁꯤꯡꯅ ꯌꯦꯠꯇꯅꯕ ꯃꯤꯗꯤꯌꯥꯒꯤ ꯊꯣꯡꯗ ꯍꯥꯏꯖꯔꯤ.
The Lok Sabha today passed the Manipur Goods and Services Tax Amendment Bill 2025. It amends the Manipur Goods and Services Tax Act 2017. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman said the bill replaces an ordinance which was brought as there is President's rule in the state. The Manipur GST Amendment Bill is very important to serve the state so that it can collect GST on items approved by GST Council. The lower house also gave its approval to the Manipur Appropriation No. 2 Bill 2025. It seeks to authorize payment and appropriation of certain sums from and out of the consolidated fund of the state of Manipur for the services of the financial year 2025-26. She said Government of India will be providing additional budgetary outlay of 2,898 crore rupees, out of which 1,667 crore rupees will be the capital expenditure. The minister said the additional fund is essential for the betterment and development of the state. She said 523 crore rupees will be provided for rehabilitation of people living in camps. 542 crore rupees have been earmarked for strengthening security in Manipur. Criticizing opposition for disrupting proceedings of the House, Sitharaman said opposition is shedding crocodile tears for Manipur, and in the House they are not allowing a discussion related to its budget. Both the bills were passed without discussion amidst noisy scenes by the opposition. Two-day workshop on capacity building, design and entrepreneurship (CBDE) pedagogy organized by National Institute of Technology NIT Manipur kicked off at Hotel Imphal. It was stated that the workshop was held under the guidelines of IIIT Kanchipuram, which is the nodal center of Malviya Mission Teacher Training Program. Director of NIT Manipur, Professor DVLN Somayajulu, Registrar Kumukcham Tomba, Principal Investigator CBDE, Associate Professor, Department Department of Civil Engineering, NIT Manipur, Dr. Ngangbam Ramejit, and faculties of different departments of NIT Manipur, selected mentors and resource persons and students attended the workshop. The rector of NIT Manipur, Professor DVLN Somaya Julu, told media persons that NIT Manipur has been aiming to bring innovation culture among the students. He stressed that the workshop program will be of great use to the students as well as the faculty members.
So we identified faculty coordinators department-wise, and all these people work together, and then they may come up with some practical and entrepreneurial solutions for the problems of NIT Manipur and also in and around Manipur. So our faculty are working very hard to bring the good solutions for the system.
A special outreach health camp was held today at Kesampa Thokcham Laikai, organized by the Urban Primary Health Center Sagolban in collaboration with the Sagolban Constituency Progressive Committee under the leadership of local MLA R.K. Imo. Hundreds of residents, especially women, elderly citizens and young mothers, took part and availed themselves of the wide range of medical services offered free of cost. In a message, MLA R.K. Imo reiterated his strong commitment to grassroots healthcare, calling it a pillar of development. He informed that the permanent building of UPHC Sagolban is now complete and will soon be inaugurated at Sagolban Moirang Leirag. The MLA also lauded the coordinated efforts of UPHC Sagolban and the Sagolban Constituency Progressive Committee for their dedication in ensuring healthcare reaches every household. A meeting to discuss the initiative of Tata's drive related to skilling internally displaced persons, IDPs, and general route was held today at the conference hall of the Mini Secretariat Complex, Bishnupur. The meeting, chaired by Additional Deputy Commissioner Bishnupur, Toijam Upendro, was organized by the District Administration Bishnupur in coordination with the Manipur Society for Skill Development, MSSD, under the Department of Skill, Labour, Employment and Entrepreneurship, Manipur. The key highlight of the meeting was the detailed discussion on the initiative undertaken by Tata's Drive aimed at enrolling IDP youth aged between 18 to 25 years in various skill development courses. Representatives from Tata's Drive, Rajashri Mukherjee and Chiranjeev Guha, elaborated on the objectives and scope of the initiative. They informed that the program is being launched after in-depth consultation with the concerned higher authorities of the state, with a focus on assisting IDPs through structured skill development. In Ukhrul, the KCC Bank Loanees Joint Action Committee has decided to move forward with legal action in a major loan fraud case after holding a public meeting today. The scam involves fraudulent loans taken in the names of unsuspecting farmers. At least 505 members attended the meeting at Ukhrul Town Hall, where the JAC passed two key resolutions. First, no compromise will be accepted without written assurance from the banks involved. Second, the JAC formally appeals to the CAO of WTR for approval to pursue legal action under the FIR already filed. The JAC alleges that over 1,200 farmers were victims of identity theft, with KCC loans fraudulently withdrawn in their names without consent. That number has now grown to nearly 1,500. The loans, reportedly worth 50,000 rupees each, were taken from IDBI Canara Bank and now also PNB, using farmers' identity cards collected under false pretexts. The JAC has also filed an FIR against one individual from Kamchong district believed to be involved in the fraud. Many victims only learned of the scam after receiving legal notices demanding repayment. The JAC is demanding written confirmation from banks clearing the victims of any liability. Construction works of Eklavya Model Residential School at Makhan Kuman under Maumaram subdivision in Senapati district was found to have halted since months back over non-payment of bills. This was disclosed when the implementing agencies were asked on the reason behind the construction works being halted. The school construction located at Makhan Kuman under Maumaram block was stated to be taken up under Manipur Tribal Development Corporation (MTDC). 4 different work agencies under construction, consisting of the main school building, boys' hostel, girls' hostel, and retaining walls beside the school buildings, where the building construction was stated to have commenced since 2013. It is said that Ministry of Tribal Affairs, Government of India, had already sanctioned the bill and had uploaded in the MTDC in the 2nd of June 2025. However, the Tribal Affairs Department, Government of Manipur, has not released a bill to the contractors till date. It was stated that the implementing contractors have submitted a memorandum to Deputy Commissioner, Senapati District, requesting for prompt and just intervention in the matter to uphold the integrity of government works and protect the interests of those sincerely engaged in its execution. During the attention of the concerned authority, the executing contractors have appealed to release the pending bills so as to let the construction work can resume and finish within the stipulated time. A special drive to detect illegal immigrants and foreign nationals without valid documents has been carried out extensively throughout Senapati district by Senapati District Police starting last week. During the last 1 week, Senapati Police has verified 2,412 individuals, out of which 170 were found without ILP and 134 carried expired ILP. Those ILP defaulters were immediately taken to Malgate ILP counter to renew their ILP. So far, no illegal immigrant without proper documents has been detected, says police source. The drive has been carried out in market areas, pockets inhabited by non-locals along the National Highway 2, Maram-Paran Road, Dadubi Toloi Road, and other inter-village roads in all police station jurisdictions by district task force constituted for the purpose. A thorough checking was stated to continue to be carried out at all border entry points. Police sources mentioned that such special drive will be continued in the days to come too. The National Highway 2 connecting Imphal to Dimapur is reported to be in a state of total collapse, especially along the stretch passing through Kangpokpi district. With monsoon rains worsening the condition, commuters are facing daily life-threatening ordeals and outrage is growing on the ground. The worst affected stretch lies between Kangpokpi town and Changobung. Massive potholes, blocked drains and flooding have rendered the road nearly unusable. Vehicles, especially trucks and passenger transport, struggle through knee-deep water and mud. Slippery conditions, zero visibility of road depth, and lack of any government intervention are worsening the crisis. Commuters say some potholes are so deep they can overturn loaded vehicles and have demanded for immediate intervention. In a significant step under the TB Mukt Bharat Abhiyan, food baskets were distributed to tuberculosis patients in None district to provide crucial nutritional support during their treatment. The initiative comes under the National Tuberculosis Elimination Program and aims to aid patients and their families in recovery. The distribution event was held at the conference hall of the Deputy Commissioner's office in None. The food baskets were provided by Nikshay Mitra, with None Deputy Commissioner Dr. Sarath Chandra Aroju personally leading this initiative. He was joined by ADM Steve Kapudang and SDO Longmai HL Christian Home. Also present at the event were District TB Officer Dr. China Panmay and other senior district level officers. Local health officials emphasized the importance of community support in the fight against TB and thanked all Nikshay Mitras for their continued contribution to the cause. Namkaulong Kaikau village observed a Pukfa festival, an old traditional way of mass social cleaning Juming field roads today. Every year, Namkaulong Keikau village performed Pukfa Ngai, keeping alive the traditional that were performed from forefathers, starting from village gate Citadel, Raingan, young and old people with local howling ho-hoing, cleaning the road connecting to the Juming field. In the afternoon, they shared their common food at one place, enjoying the food shared from each other brought from home. Namkaulong Keikau is located some 28 kilometers from Tamenglong district headquarters, and it is worth mentioning that the village have several renowned bats caves as tourist hotspots. 3 domestic buffaloes were electrocuted earlier today at Koide Biso village in Senapati district after coming in contact with reported low-hanging high-tension wires. The incident occurred at around 1 p.m. this afternoon at Vose Hill Range, an area under the Vose cattle rearing group, locally known as Vose Hakomi. Several other animals in the herd also suffered electric shock. The dead buffaloes were a critical source of livelihood for their owners. Locals blamed the power department for negligence, alleging that no maintenance or repairs have been carried out on the line between Maram and Purul for over a decade. They added that such incidents of electrocution, both of cattle and even humans, have occurred in the past due to poorly maintained lines, leaning poles, and unguarded transformers. Sources from the village warned that unless urgent corrective action is taken, the area remains a serious threat to both human and animal life. The villagers are now urging the authorities to act swiftly, demanding immediate repair of dangerous power lines and regular inspections to prevent further tragedies. Assam Rifles rescued a snakebite victim in None district in a timely act of humanitarian assistance. The woman, who was in critical condition, received immediate medical attention at the Assam Rifles Unit Hospital. The incident occurred on the evening of August 6 in Longmai 4 village. Anamai Gangmei was bitten by a venomous snake on her left hand and was swiftly rushed to the unit hospital at the battalion headquarters of Assam Rifles in None. Medical personnel immediately conducted a thorough examination and administered prompt treatment. The victim responded well and was discharged soon after. Locals have lauded the Assam Rifles for their quick response and critical support. Before we conclude the headlines once again. Meeting between Thadou Inpi and Meitei CSOs is indicator of peace restoration, says MLA Gage Choikishan. Thadou Inpi denounces government for restricting movement of its delegation. Chief Secretary Dr. Puneet Kumar Goyal emphasizes significance of handloom in preserving culture, identity of state while empowering communities. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Avasya Vidyalaya Kumbi calls for disturbance-free education zone. That's all for today's news in English. Thank you for joining us.